Hello, everybody. We have a match here, Mentosman versus Doomtap. I'm joined by my good friend, JP.
Hi, Unfit. Nice, short, quick little intro there to get us going as we are moving on in this round, this bracket stage. Best of round of 32 at this point between Mentos and Doomtap.
It's an interesting matchup here. It's experience versus execution. Doomtap has the execution advantage with his 124 in MG time, so you're going to see some really good execution on his part. While Mentos has been around Rando for a long time, and he has a savviness to him that Doomtap might lack.
Yeah, Mentos is also no slouch on the NMG side. I don't know his time. I think he's actually been playing more low percent, so he's definitely ready for the low percent situations.
I think he has all 132, which is more than respectable.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is game one between these two. Mentos advanced by beating Kermit in the first round. Doomtap advanced through defeating Amazing Ampharos. Winner of this set will get to play Banta in the round of 16. So just going to get harder and harder from here out.
That's a tall task.
Yeah. Well, we will see how this one will play out. We should be underway, and there we are. As this is game one, this is your standard open 7-7 seed. Get a lamp to start and a bug net.
Mentos got the better item there.
I think Chad will agree with you on that one. Map check, 2 pendants in the light world at Eastern and Desert. Eastern are green pendants.
Mentos going for the tree pull. Some bombs. That's really nice. It's exactly what you want.
Doomtap should also pick those up. He'll set up his tree pull right now. Easy bombs for Kakariko. And more bombs.
That's nice. Doomtap getting some rubies.
5 rupees. Nice little start. Mentos, he might could do an escape play with those bombs. I wouldn't be surprised to see he's got another tree pull set up. So he'll probably max out his rupees here. Just a hard container at Lumberjack. Did I say max out his rupees? I meant his bombs.
This is very smart on Mentos' side. It's something I wouldn't think to do.
Yeah, Mentos is known for some unconventional plays. And they tend to work out more often than not. So he'll make some plays that'll make you scratch your head, but he definitely knows what he's doing.
Yeah, don't doubt Mentos.
All right, so Mentos starting in the escape as Doomtap finds the first glove.
Nice bomb strats. Nice bombos. Finding items pretty quickly here.
Yep. And Mentos with most likely has a lot of standard experience, so he's probably more than capable of a bomb start. The only disadvantage for him is if he had started out at the Sanctuary, he would have had the lamp to do a dark cross check right away.
He could still do it, but it'd be very difficult.
We got Doomtap going into Kakariko.
Yeah, Mentos is looking really practiced here with these strats.
You might get a nice boomerang, somewhat NMG-like. A little potion on Doomtap's side, and a sword.
Another bottle. That's a really nice start. Real nice.
Yeah, very nice to get some bottles. You can check Sick Kid right now. You got your first weapon. Mentos using pot strats, which you usually do in a bomb start. And he is out of the escape. Don't blame him there. I don't think you saw either the small key or the maps. Makes it a little risky to go for Dark Cross.
Yeah, and yeah, really, it's just better to just wait until you get to the back. Unless a glove is in the back of escape, and then things aren't fun.
And we know that won't be the situation today. Mentos putting that boomerang to work right away. And Doomtap's gonna clear his bottle out of the bee.
Be free.
Fortunately, it wasn't a gold bee, so couldn't sell it. I think that's what Doomtap was hoping for. So far in CAC, we haven't seen much. We got the sword.
Some
That's
bottles.
about it so far. Yeah.
And some health. Health is nice early in the game.
Doomtap gonna check the sick kid. See if those bottles pay off. Well, they do pay. Yeah, Kakariko's somewhat empty.
Yeah, not the greatest in the world. Not that trademarked Stackariko that they call it.
Just arrows in the library. One more chance here at the race game. Just bombs. So they did get a sword out of it, so not all bad, but we're hoping to see a little bit more progression for these two. And he did get the power glove in the woods, at least.
Yeah, that was the biggest find in that trip.
So got Doomtap going to South Shore now. Doomtap looks like he's a little ahead, but of course you got to remember Mentos did the escape sequence, so he's already got those checks out of the way.
Yeah, it's hard to say how fast those checks are. You gotta think Mentos will probably beeline for the back of escape. Then you don't have to worry about escape anymore.
I'm actually a little surprised Mentos came to Kakariko with his bomb count. But, I mean, it's still a good idea to get out of the way. You don't want to leave us behind too long.
Nice 300 for Doomtap.
That is Zora money.
Yeah, money shouldn't be a problem now. You might have to get fired from your job if you're going to be low on money for the rest of the seed.
So we got Doomtap using some sword strats, some bomb strats to take out the mini moldworms.
Nicely done.
Okay, got heart container, more rupees,
More
arrows,
more bombs,
bombs,
and
boots.
The game is now fun. Have fun, Doomtap. No, not like that.
Yeah, you definitely take those boots early. It always feels good in the rando run to get those boots early.
A nice early ice rod check. Well, that bush guard was a thing. You just come on grass guard. You have grass guards, bush guards, just regular guards.
And Mentos is going to go straight into the back of escape.
Yeah, this is really smart.
So we've got the small key, the map, and 2 other items still. Well, Doomtap going for the front of escape.
The Doomtap definitely could have water walked. I don't blame him for not doing it, though.
Small key, ether, and the map. We do have an item in Dark Cross.
Possibly cape.
There's a lot of people that want to see that cape. Chat's been calling for the cape.
You kind of expect it at this point.
Yeah, but even with the cape, it doesn't mean much until you get the Moon Pearl.
It was red. That counts. Close enough.
So we're starting to run lower on checks. I expect Mentos to go south now. Yep, he'll get his boots if he goes to Mini Moldorm Cave. Doomtap picks up his bombos.
I believe we have Agena and Eastern left.
Also,
Agena will probably hook.
So we also have Zora, and we also do have a Death Mountain climb we can do. Well, we only a couple checks
That's
there.
true. That's true. I just want Zora to hook him up.
Yeah, this seat's still somewhat open. We only have one item towards Dark World access in the gloves. We do have two items towards Aga, but without a pearl and without a way to really move around the Dark World beyond that, it's not an appealing play yet. So let's see what
Mentos using his sword with a pesky Mini Moldorm Cave.
Doomtap is going to head for the back of Escape now.
I guess Bonk Rocks are an option.
But yeah, Bonk Rocks are an option as well. Now my question is, will Mentos do fake flipper checks after this?
I think he probably will. Water walking's so much fun. Like you can't resist it.
And yep,
Oh, yeah,
looks like he's gonna do it. He'll probably set up a walk. Yep, setting up a water walk.
Running up against the edge of that pit sets you up for a water walk. For whatever reason, I don't know why. It just does.
Of course, he does need to get this fake flipper on the first try to save it, and he does. Now, without Moon Pearl, he can't do the double water walk if something's on Zora's ledge. And Doomtap heading up the mountain. I think he skipped right past Bonk Rocks.
Doomtap is getting bullied. He got bullied by the sign and then the birds.
By the way, our stun prize is a bomb. Oh, there's a nice find.
That could be big.
Sequence broken mitts.
Possible Aga avoiding mitts.
So the question is, are we going to find flippers? Are the flippers in the light world? We'll have to see. So Mentos does have money for Zora. Well, he'll at least get to see the ledge. I don't think he can get it.
Yeah, Hobo was hitting his protein pretty hard.
just a 300 pack on the ledge. So, as much as you'd like to get a rupee refill, you're not going to go for that. Does Zora pay off? There's the Moon Pearl.
Did hook him up. Now Mentos can go to the Dark World.
That is, yeah, that's Dark World access, but it is sequence broken Dark World access.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll want to find whatever else he needs before he goes. He knows that there's something somewhere.
Oh, I think Doomtap is setting up.
He's going for a hover. You don't see this hover very often. Survival and a hover. Oh, you almost got it. You still got it? I've only seen this once.
I haven't seen this.
Sure.
Yeah, I haven't seen that before.
It's really nice. He got it, and it was nice. Nice.
Yeah, I can't say much about that. I believe that is in the rule set. So, won't worry about that. But yeah, that was a bit... That's definitely new for me to see. I have not seen that at least in one of these races before.
It's the first time I've seen it in a tournament race.
So Mentos is going to stay out of logic for now and head to the Dark World. This Doomtap is checking Eastern Death Mountain. There's a sequence broken mirror.
Very nice mirror. Early mirror and early boots. This could be a fast seed.
Alright, I don't know if we got a map check. I was not paying attention. I was still kind of focused on Doomtap at that moment.
And that's why we have a tracker.
There's
Tracker's the one making the big bucks.
Yeah. There's a mushroom. We have to remember, anything that Mentos finds in the Dark World is sequence broken.
He could be thinking he's missing a sword, possibly. Or the cape. Which would probably be my thought, too.
So Doomtap gets a mirror from his sequence break. And these, as these runners go, they have to keep their sequence breaks in mind. You don't want to get too far out of logic, or you're going to miss something important. The other risk you run, generally the sequence break, is if you go too far down the chain of progression, you're going to start running into places that don't have anything.
I think when it's this early on, you don't worry too much.
Getting another map check here.
So much anyways.
So our last pendant is Swamp. Our red crystals are Pod and Skullwoods. Just some rupees from Stumpy.
And both these runners can hover, so who needs that hook shot?
That's a good point. The chat asking about Moon Pearl. The Moon Pearl is in logic because you can get up there with the Power Glove. However, Mentos' access to Dark World is not in logic because he got it through the mitts. There's blue mail, a blue sword, more rupees, and another piece of heart.
Sword is a very nice find. Every sword until you get to tempered is super good.
Yeah, you're not going to complain about that sword out of there. Check even that cave a meh. I wouldn't say that. As a runner, I want that Master Sword. I'm more than happy to get that out of there.
Yeah, Master Sword is such a big upgrade compared to the Fighter Sword. Not just because it lets you beat the game.
So Doomtap took the coffee break to get the big key. Gonna continue in Hera. Oh! And the sequence breaks continue with the hook shots on Mentos' side.
Yeah, put it back. Who needs it?
So we have to keep this in mind. There's something that's got to just bring this all together. It's either in Saharsala's hut in Eastern Palace or in Agina.
There's another sword, so I'm kind of guessing that the cape is somewhere.
It could be the cape for Dark World access. That could be the progression. We have to keep an eye on where that hammer is as well, whenever it's found. There are so many questions right now.
Yeah, this is fun. This is fun.
I like this, yeah. I like what these runners are doing.
Master Sword pretty much lets you wipe out Moldorm pretty quickly.
Yep.
A little trouble on the last phase, but yeah, it happens.
Yeah, he did a poke that sent Moldorm into its rage. But there is Doomtap's first crystal. So Doomtap is still looking for his Darkhold access. My guess is he'll fake Flipper and find the mitts as well. I
could
really
see Eastern play. I think statistically it's probably the best because he gets Shola and the 3 items.
Yep. Looks like he's heading that way, so we're probably gonna get the sequence figured out soon. Mentos will take a more traditional route to the Eastern Death Mountain.
I wonder if Mentos knows that trick too. Probably.
Yeah.
He seems like the kind of person who would go and learn something like that.
Now, the interesting thing for Mentos here is he's got the mitts. There's Flippers. Okay. So that confirms no Agaseed.
I think Doomtap was considering going into Eastern Palace, but decided against it. Which I don't blame him.
Now, on Mentos' side, with the mitts, he can do Dark Death Mountain while he's up here. And with that hook shot, he can clear... You can get all 6 checks on that side of it.
Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, there's no way Mentos doesn't get those flippers. You don't leave the back of Sashula's closet unchecked.
Thing is, he doesn't really need them until... I mean, technically, you might not need the flippers in this seed if you're willing to sequence break Ice Palace. I think Doomtap checked the shovel spot. I completely missed it.
Yeah, me too. I'm guessing it was nothing.
Yeah, chat didn't go crazy. Our tracker confirms. Piece of heart. Thank you, tracker, for keeping us on track today. Shout out to our tracker, Yoinker's wife.
Yeah, they're keeping us in check.
Doomtap will get his mitts here, get his Darkhold access. Actually, no, he won't get Darkhold access quite yet. He needs to go to Zora and get his Pearl.
I do believe that Doomtap is on a regular old-fashioned Super Nintendo. Or possibly Super Famicom.
Yeah, I'd venture he's playing on a regular Super Nintendo. I know Mentos plays on a Super NT.
Both are very good options for playing A Link to the Past. For SNES games in general.
Get our Turtle Rock check.
The original hardware.
Yeah. Get our Turtle Rock check. It is Bombos access. Thankfully, both these runners did do the front of escape, so they have that required Bombos medallion out of there.
Yeah, the best way to play Randomizer on a regular Super Nintendo is with an ST2 SNES. It's a flash cart. You can put Randomizer on and just play.
Yeah, I would. I don't know how much we can talk about that, so I'd probably not talk too much
Legally
more.
obtained ROMs, of course.
So Doomtap has his Pearl, and he has his Darkhold access. Mentos and Dahera, he'll get his Tempered Sword out of this. Mentos does have the option to Herapod here, but he will not. Interesting decision. I mean, it's kind of a risk-reward play. Do you want to take the risk of potentially isolating something in the big chest? And I think he did, since he saw the map downstairs, he knows that there's a greater chance that the big chest has something.
Doomtap's heading for the Dark World. He's going to forgo Skull Woods and just head straight for Village of Outcasts. And run into those rocks while he's on his way.
So on Doomtap's side, you have to remember the mirror is still out of sequence for him. He needs to get the hookshot from the smiths to put that in sequence, or he also could put it in sequence by finding the hammer. Actually, no, he needs to find the hookshot to put the mirror in sequence. That hookshot was hard required to get that mirror. Well, I guess not hard required, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Doomtap will get to check South Grove.
There you go. Chat's got it. Logically required. The hookshot is basically the hookshot's your only access to Eastern Death Mountain. But Doomtap's going to start with Thieves Town. I think Mentos probably skipped this because he doesn't have hammer.
Yeah, it's pretty common play. If you have a lot of other things to do, you can just not risk it. Mentos just crush Moldorm right there. Tempered Sword is just too good.
We did see Doomtap pick up his Samaria in the C-shaped house. We had saw Mentos pick that up earlier. But Mentos grabs his first crystal.
Now a tie for crystals.
Still quite a bit we're looking for. We will need a bow, both rods, hammer, flutes. I think Mentos wanted to use that portal, but unfortunately, since He has no hammer. He cannot use that portal yet.
Everybody's done that. Everybody.
He's gonna go turn in the mushroom. Now, this mushroom is still technically out of sequence for him because he never got the flippers to get his mitts. I'm wondering if he's just thinking, oh, there's the hammer on Doomtap's side.
Oh, that's a mean spot for the hammer. Mentos doing a reset.
He wants to say fake powder. But yeah, that's a rough hammer because a lot of people will avoid Thieves' Town until they get the hammer.
The good news is, like, there's not a ton you can do without the hammer. Like, so much of this game is locked by hammer. So he'll get that before too long.
Yeah, absolutely.
Possibly momentarily.
Yeah, I think he's starting to run a little low on checks. So he'll probably go for Thieves' Town.
I'm actually pretty surprised he hasn't gone to Sasha yet. It's 3 super quick items. He knows he's missing something.
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if he's just banking on the flippers being over there.
Yeah, it could be. Flippers are cave. It would just not be worth it. Unless something is required in Swamp Palace. Which probably is the case.
So Mentos taking the purple chest. Gonna check the case out of the grove here. He'll do a shovel check probably too, and then he'll turn in the purple chest. Doomtap, meanwhile, takes out Blind. Pretty standard fight. A little low on health, but second crystal out of the way.
No sweat for him.
Mentos finds red mail. We'll take that.
I will not dunk on him for taking that. I wonder if Doomtap will take it. Actually, no, he's on green mill still.
Yeah,
So
he'll
take it. Yeah,
he'll take it.
green mail to blue mail. It's always worth it.
Yeah, definitely. And now I think we're going to see Mentos do the purple chest trick here. Basically, he leaves the purple chest behind the dark world, going to mirror to the light world, and there's a short period right after he arrives at the light world, game still thinks he has a chest, and he'll be able to open the chest. That, unfortunately, though, is a little... Oh, never mind. That window's bigger than I thought it was.
I've never done the trick myself, so you can't really consult me. Seems pretty easy though.
Oh yeah, it's a near free. It's much more free than I thought it was.
Doomtap
does not.
He said no. He rethought that pretty quick.
I'm surprised he actually. Oh, he wants to fake powder. That's why he didn't take it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I was about to say it makes sense to take it, refill your magic, but it makes it. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Not take it. So you've already emptied your magic for that reason.
You'd have to like spam lamp or cane or something, and that's just gross. Nobody wants to do that.
He might grab it on his way back, so he can get the magic refill. Oh,
nice.
That is a nice find. That puts Skull Woods as fully completable.
Mentos doing a little show off, however. It's actually slower than a bomb jump, but who cares? It looks cool.
So if you joined us late, the story of this seed so far is sequence break, sequence break, sequence break.
Doomtap did go back for the half magic. With half magic and blue mail, the game's going to be a whole lot safer.
Yeah, and he'll get red mail when he does Hype Cave. Yeah, right now we're still looking for a few items. Still need to find the bow and the ice rod. Also, we'll need the flute to find the flute at some point. Now, Mentos has kind of isolated Magic Bat, so it might be a little trickier for him to get back there. His best bet is going to be to go into Thieves Town and find that hammer, because that'll likely lead him to Hammer Pegs, which should lead him to the Magic Bat.
Yeah, he'll do it right after Thieves Town. He made an effort to save the mushroom, so he's got to do it. He's committed.
Oh, there's Powder.
Okay, so Kate. This is a rough sequence.
This is almost the perfect seed for just sequence breaking. I mean, this is just almost funny at this point.
Yeah, this is funny.
Just 10 arrows there. Doomtap's gonna pick up his tempered sword and red mail.
The whole problem with bombs. They're just not going where Doom wants them to go. Now Doomtap is officially decked out.
Oh yeah, Doomtap's more than good shape here. What is his next play though?
Palace of Darkness, maybe?
Maybe.
No.
Does not have a bow. Could do Ice Palace.
Ice Palace makes sense. It's out of logic, but it makes... Actually, no, it isn't logic, actually.
Yeah, it's in logic because of Bombos. Yeah, looks like he's going to go for Ice Palace. So yep, this is in logic because the game can expect you to use Bombos to clear this. If we find the cape in here, we'll know it's another Ice Palace locked Fire Rod scenario.
Those are always fun. You can kind of just be like, I'm not doing what you wanted, game. To get those punk vibes going.
We do know this is fully in logic because Doomtap has both the hookshot and the Cane of Samaria, so everything in here is accessible.
Doomtap is going through some of the most difficult rooms in the game. It might not look like it, but these rooms are very difficult in Ice Palace.
Very nice Hellway dash there for Mentos.
Nice.
And he forgot to hit the switch.
Oops. Don't worry, nobody saw that, Mentos.
Doomtap gets his Ice Palace bomb jump.
Mentos about to get his hammer. Possibly a little bit of regret going through his head.
At this point, Doomtap has a bit of a lead, just based on checks, but you know, Mentos has checked some stuff that Doomtap has not.
Doomtap getting that nice stair clip at Ice Palace.
Kind of looking at our dungeons. Need a bow for Pod. We still need... Technically, we need the cape to put Skull Woods in logic. We need a flute to get to Meyer. Turtle Rock. Ugh. This is a rough Turtle Rock scenario, I'll say that much. You've got access to everything, but... Trinex at this point.
I feel like this is kind of one of those seeds where you're just like, you know, whatever, I don't care about the logic anymore.
Yeah, when you sequence break enough, you almost get to that point.
Oh, Mentos. Alright, he's got it. He was a little bit off script there. By a little bit, I mean kind of a bit. But he got him down pretty quick.
Tied at 2 crystals apiece for now. What is Mentos' next check? If he does hammer pegs and fake powder, he'll get his fire rod, and he's not going to.
Oh no. He was thinking. You can tell he was thinking about something. I guess it can be easy to forget hammer pegs if you just get the hammer and Thief Stone.
I think he's going for Ice Palace.
Cold Terrified coming up for Doomtap.
No, he's... Oh, yeah, he's going for Ice Palace. He's got a fake flipper to get there.
Not quite perfect from Doomtap, but still pretty good.
Don't think I saw anything in Ice Palace, though. So it's still kind of on the hunt for items. But it is a crystal dungeon. It's out of the way.
Mentos playing with that jelly a little bit. You don't intimidate those guys. You always blink first.
What does Doomtap thinking of next? I think this is probably Skullwoods next. Out of logic, but you've got the fire rod to complete it. Yep, Doomtap's going for Skullwoods.
It's definitely looking like a go to pod kind of seed right now.
Yeah, and I think Mentos is going to be a little bit more inclined to go there than Doomtap will be. Just because he knows he's got something to pick up there anyway.
Yeah, and Eastern plus pod plus Sasha it's a treasure trove. It's a treasure trove of items. It just takes a while.
Yeah, definitely. Mentos aside, people asking about Magic Bat. He at this point might even be thinking about, I'm just going to wait until I get the cape now to check it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if missing Magic Bat for a little while is going to be particularly harmful.
Yeah, like he
Yes,
can full clear.
Bombos.
He's got Bombos to full clear ice. So far, there's nothing in Skull Woods that we've seen. He checked the front of it. Now, I guess if there's something in the back of Skull Woods that could hurt him, but we'll have to see. Got a Mothula fight on Doomtap's side. And that Mothula fight's done.
Just a map. Very good fight. Alright, Mentos, don't kiss these jellies too. Good. Those jellies are bullies.
They are. Doomtap is going to check the chest down here. Oh, okay. Now leaving.
Big. That's probably big. Yeah, that's big.
Yeah, that's the flutes.
This seed is incredible. Well, not necessarily the seed itself, just the way that they're playing it. It's incredible.
Yeah. Like that flute is locked behind the cape at this point in the sequence. Cape to powder to fire rod to flute.
Hope everybody didn't leave their brain at the door today.
So at this point, we are still looking for a bow. We are still looking for the ice rod. We might also be looking for Quake. We won't know until we check what Myra is.
Realistically, the ice rod is the thing that's going to be the hardest to find. I might never find the ice rod. Just give up. Doomtap setting up a water walk.
So just to remind everybody where these runners are kind of in the progression at this point. Doomtap is basically sequence broken cape which was supposed to get that powder to get the fire rod on Magic Bat. Mentos is still out of logic because he never found flippers, which gave him his Dark World access.
Ooh. I just want to spin a little early, and this is an awful fight if you do that.
Yeah, especially since he doesn't have fire rod. He's more than capable of doing this. Yeah, he'll get it fine, but that's some lost time there.
He cleans it up pretty decently.
Third crystal for Mentos. Doomtap's doing some overworld checks. The question is, where's our next piece of progression? We've still got Pod to check. Still have Eastern to check. We could still as well
it could just be
a Turtle Rock dive. That's a possibility too.
Ice Redded to Gina. That's never hurt anybody before.
I think Mentos is heading for Eastern Pod now.
No empty bottles there, bucko.
Mentos will finally get back in the sequence here as he picks up his flippers. I think he's at the point where he's like, okay, I missed something in the progression chain. Maybe it wasn't flippers.
He's actually probably kind of relieved that it was flippers.
I guess he's not going to do Eastern Pod for now. Oh, Doomtap checking the catfish. Just a bottle.
He's been blessed by the catfish.
Is Mentos gonna dive swamp?
Makes sense. Why not?
Well, like I said earlier, he's a king of the unconventional plays. And I mean, this actually at this point for him makes as much sense as anything else. I mean,
This is a point in random where you're kind of just throwing darts at the wall. Like you don't know where anything is.
yeah, I mean, this is just as actually as valid as going for Eastern and Pod. So, yeah. If he finds something in Swamp right now, he could be at a pretty big advantage. But we're also going to see on Doomtap's side what's in the Mire area. He can full clear Mire as long as it's not Quake to enter. That's
Quake. Oh, this is great.
Okay,
This is
so
amazing.
we need Bow, Ice Rod, and Quake for Go mode.
Hey, have a book while you're at it. The book is always mean. It's like, oh great, more places to check.
Yeah, and the book checks are out of the way, so that just makes them kind of...
Yeah, they're all horrible checks. Now I'm calling it. Triforce was in Gina the whole time.
Whatever this is, it's Sphere 0, or Sphere 1, technically. There's the cape that puts a ton of stuff in logic.
Oh man, that's great. This could be a seat. Okay.
Don't have a key.
Reflexes. This is the most powerful I've ever seen Fake Powder be.
Yeah, if the only reason you had to come into Swamp was for the cape, this is going to cost Mentos a lot of time. So that probably makes him a little nervous right now. Because that was not the piece of progression you wanted to see there. He doesn't even know it's progression yet.
You wanted to see.
But Doomtap also making a dependent dip. He's going independent deserts. Which is full clearable at this point. Honestly, at this point, the best thing for Mentos to find in here might be Ice Rod.
Yeah, that would give him a huge advantage. If Ice Rod is the only reason to come into Swamp House at this point for Doomtap, it's not gonna be a place he's gonna go, I don't think.
Quake could also be good if it's here. There's our first bow.
Nice. Looks like pennant dungeons are pretty powerful here. If you stay in logic, anyways.
Doomtap's taking that bow. This is at least a pod play. He might check Eastern as well.
Yeah, if you find nothing in pod, you definitely go to Eastern, I think.
Mentos, meanwhile, still scouring swamp, has not found anything beyond that cape. Gonna get a pyramid check from Doomtap.
Probably would have been.
There's the other bow.
bow.
That's the other bow.
Okay, that's actually a good place for the bow, because a lot of people will just go to pyramid right away. Then all of a sudden, well, okay, you can go to pod.
Mentos running out of checks in swamp.
Yeah, this swamp is looking pretty bleak. Yeah, this is a really bleak swamp. This is almost insulting.
He's continuing, so I think Argus has an item. I think I saw both map and compass. So this still could pay off.
Mentos, he's doing it. Well, he tried.
By the way, pod was not bow locked. Alright. And just a red shield from Argus. So the only thing in swamp was the cape that basically puts fire rod in logic. And unfortunately, that's going to be some waste of time for Mentos, unless, well, we still do have a pedestal chance.
Doomtap hovering. Doesn't quite get it, so he gives up.
And he's about to find the bow on the pyramid. He's not going to feel good when he sees this.
Pyramid is one of those places that some people get to like really quick, and other people just barely ever go there. It's a very divisive spot. Same with Catfish.
So at this point, we still need to find 2 items for Go mode. At least on our end. Actually, Doomtap only needs 2 items for Go mode as well. Ice Rod and Quake. Unfortunately, those are 2 items that at this point can be about anywhere.
Yeah, they're going to be hard to find.
And I mean, there are still some ugly scenarios you can get here. You could get a scenario where you've got to go into Turtle Rock to get Quake, to go into Mire to get Ice Rod.
Yeah, I've seen that kind of thing before. I've played that kind of thing before.
Oop, those beetles getting a little bit in his Doomtap's way. Got to reset the room. Yeah, I mean, the fact that it's Quake and Ice Rod we're looking for means Mentos has more than enough time to recover.
Doomtap is going south here, which possibly could have been avoided. You might not actually have to go into that room. Harmless Hellway, I believe they call it.
Yep, that's the name for it.
Mentos is gonna try this over too. You got this, Mentos. You got this. You got this. You got this. He doesn't got this. He's gonna try again. You got this. You got this. You got this.
Well, I mean, I'll give him credit. He's not falling.
He's determined.
He is very determined to pull this off.
He's got it.
And
Nice.
Meanwhile, looking over at Doomtap's side, so far, pot's coming up empty. I mean, look, thinking about what else we got, we still have Eastern to check. We can't get into Mire yet. Doomtap still has Dark World Death Mountain to check. He might start thinking about a Turtle Rock play after this, if he doesn't find anything else.
Turtle Rock is a very strong player right now.
Yeah, I mean, for Doomtap, Dark Death Mountain is going to start looking very good.
I'm definitely curious to see if they skip Eastern. A lot of aggressive players will skip Eastern. Some of the safer players will do it like pretty much automatically.
Well, the thing about Eastern is in this seed, it is 4 items.
It's gonna be hard to skip it, especially when you're looking for Quake and Ice Rod. Those they can be anywhere. There's like no bias for those items.
Pretty much, can't be in GT, can't be on Trinex. Well, Ice Rod can't be on Trinex. Quake can't be in Mire. But
Very
that's
nice
about it.
room from Doomtap. Elmo fight coming right up. Elmo's being a little mean, but who cares when you got red mail?
Alright. Helmasaur is down. This will be Doomtap's 5th crystal. But no progression in pod.
Can't even buy a candy bar with that.
So will Doomtap check Eastern right now? Or will he move on? He's mirroring. Doesn't mean much. He is going to check Eastern.
Yeah, I think this is smart. You're basically on an Ice Rod Goose Chase, while also looking for a medallion. It's just, you just kind of do whatever. Should be efficient.
So we got 4 items here, including green pendants. Yeah, I mean, this is the part of the race where you start to get nervous. I mean, for Mentos, he still has 4 items to find for go mode. He also needs the Fire Rod and the Flutes.
It's getting kind of dry enough where you kind of actually start thinking pedestal. Maybe.
I mean, Doomtap does have the option to check if he wants to. Unfortunately, you couldn't route a ped check in with Skull Woods clear because the book was locked behind the flute. I have not been tracking Doomtap's items. Okay, he's gonna leave behind the big key chest. There's 2 items left in here, so he's knowingly leaving behind that chest for now. Mentos grabs his 4th crystal.
Skipping that chest in Eastern's always very dangerous.
I've seen several races determined by skipping that chest. And that's not an exaggeration.
I think it's significantly more dangerous than skipping left side swamp. I guess it's going to pay off here.
Well, there is an item there, so we'll have to see.
Still is?
Yeah, because he has both the map and compass.
I see.
He's gonna go turn in that green pendant.
Using the bomb to avoid going back into the dark world. Don't know why, but if you're carrying an object, you can't go through portals like that. So, you do it.
Nothing on green pendant, so unless that 3rd item in Eastern is something valuable, there's nothing in Eastern. Doomtap fluting to 4. This is either a pyramid check or the swamp play. I think it's going to be pyramid check. He just finished the other pyramid crystal.
He's going for pyramid.
Yeah, he just cleared both of them. So I was going to get this check out of the way. Now, Mentos, will he go for that big key chest?
He's going.
Okay. If this has Ice Rod or Quake, Mentos just takes a big lead.
Yeah, that'd possibly be game over.
Alright, we're about to find out. And that will not hurt Doomtap, just rupees. Meanwhile, Doomtap...
Go ahead.
Doomtap also found just rupees in the pyramid.
You can't even buy a video game anymore with that $50.
And yeah, as I thought, Doomtap is going to make the Dark Death Mountain play now. He's got 6 items in Dark Death Mountain, plus as many as 6 items waiting in Turtle Rock. He also has an ether tablet he can check, which I'm assuming he's about to.
I believe the book is still out of logic.
It is. It would be
for Doomtap.
It would be behind the cape that's in Swamp. There's Ice Rod.
Okay, this is silly. Well, that makes his next choice very easy.
Yeah, now you can full clear Turtle Rock. Mentos green pendant. He's going to turn that in. Mentos' biggest hope at this point is Quakes on the pedestal. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's gonna be really tough if it isn't. It's so hard to make up a swamp full clear against anybody. Just takes so much time.
Yeah, he needs to basically do hammer pegs into magic bats. And he might be going for Turtle Rock. He doesn't have flute, he's going for Turtle Rock. Which he's not going to be able to full clear because of the Ice Rod on Ether Tablet. Right now, Doomtap's pretty much got a huge lead. Now, the good news for Mentos, potentially, is he might not be able to get far in Turtle Rock. He might get punted out right after the first chest.
Yeah, that would help a lot. Actually, maybe Quake first chests would be pretty good. Actually, no.
No, that'd be...
would just get that. Yeah, that'd be horrible.
Yeah, that's horrible. Mentos, yeah, he needs to basically get punted by the first chest in here. Doomtap's also on his way into Turtle Rock. He's actually going to get into Turtle Rock first. He already opened it. Alright. So we're about to find out how nice or how mean this Turtle Rock's going to be. If this first chest is anything but a key...
It's a pretty high likelihood that he just gets destroyed. Denied. Yep. Yeah, denied. He's denied.
Yeah, Mentos will be kicked right out. So Doomtap will be able to continue through Turtle Rock. Mentos will have to look elsewhere for now. And I think he's going to go Spike Cave.
I imagine Doomtap does Spike Cave right after Turtle Rock, so hopefully Quake isn't here. Unless you're really rooting for Doomtap.
Now, technically, the cave puts this in logic. Doomtap, if he has a potion, can get through this if he does come to do this. But it is nothing. I kind of had a feeling it was going to be nothing when we already saw the powder lead to... Or the cape lead to powder, but you never know when they could double up. So, Mentos has the cape out. He's prepping for his fake powder.
So that's a really smart way to use it, too.
So he's about to get his fire rod. Yeah, he knows, even though he's not going to pick up the powder, this is essentially in logic for him.
Yeah, he knows where everything is.
Doomtap continuing through Turtle Rock has not found much there, but usually you don't find much at the start of Turtle Rock anyway.
Let's see if
no, hopefully...
Yeah, let's see.
He makes the same decision that Doomtap did and does not pick up the half magic.
Oh, these guys are smart.
You saw him think about it for just a fraction of a second. Doomtap about to check Mimic Cave. As
Ether tablet is gonna be super isolated for Mentos, man. For when he does actually get the book.
All right, so Mentos, yeah, he's got that fire rod. He's going straight into Skull Woods. He knows there's an item left here, which will get him his flutes. Doomtap still progressing towards Laser Bridge. If you want Doomtap to win right now, you want to see this quick on the Laser Bridge. If it's not on Laser Bridge or on Trinex, then we have a Quake search.
I actually do really want to see a pedestal Quake. It would be really fun, just to cap things off.
Well, I think more likely than not, Quake's going to be on Laser Bridge, but let's see. First chest, 10 arrows. Second chest, small key we need. Third, delayed after he falls to the bridge as Mentos gets his flute. There's the compass. And a blue potion. Did Doomtap get the map already? It's either a map or an item on Trinex.
Be a little careful. Couple boss fights coming up.
Trinex does have an item. Map is in Doomtap's inventory. First two heads of Trinex are down. Mentos having a little trouble on Mothula.
Oh, those spikes. Watch out. Watch out, watch out, watch out. You got him.
Alright. Trinex down for Doomtap. Mothula down for Mentos. Is Quake on Trinex? It is not. We are still looking for Quake.
And if Quake was on Trinex, that would just would have been so funny.
And right now our options are getting low. We've got Bombos tablets. What else do we have? I mean, Bombos tablet pedestal, maybe an item in deserts? Do we have anything else?
Yeah, we're running low. Pedestal is a legit possibility right now.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing for Mentos and for Doomtap at the same time, Book is in Meyer's shed, and the flute was in the back of Skull Woods. You could not loop a ped check in with a Skull Woods clear in this seed.
Yeah, that's brutal.
So Mentos is obviously going to go check Meyer area. He's going to see it's Quake. But when he gets the book, I wonder what he's going to do. The thing is, if he goes right up to Ether Tablet, he'll probably go into Turtle Rock. I think Doomtap is making the swamp play. He might check Bombos first. There's the book for Mentos.
Pistol's going to be very, very tempting for Mentos. All he has to do is just kill Amolas.
All right, here's another check. That's not Quake. If you're Mentos, do you just do Desert and blind pull Ped?
I would.
The thing is, Mentos is still looking for 2 items. Quake and Ice Rod.
Yeah,
and
it makes a lot of sense.
And this is the time for Mentos to make his time back. Doomtap's going into Swamp, which only has the cape.
Yeah, Doom's about to just sink some major time right here.
This makes a lot of sense for Doomtap. It's 6 items. It's unfortunately just not going to pay off. There's silver arrows for Mentos. That is only 1 item. All right. So that's both items out of Desert.
Let's see if he goes for Amolas. He's going.
I think we have a Ped Seed. I can't think of anywhere else it can be.
Me neither.
I think it's gotta be on Ped. We're probably going to find out very shortly. My guess is as soon as Mentos kills Lanmola, since he knows he's got both items out of here, he's going to probably pull the Ped as soon as he's done here.
Yeah, you wouldn't do this if you're not going to pull Ped immediately.
Doomtap heading straight back to Argus. There's only, I believe, there's only 1 item essentially on the left side here. But Doomtap is getting to the point where he'll probably have to go back in for it anyway.
Yeah, at this point, it's really hard. It's hard to skip stuff, especially if you already skipped something.
So Mentos, what does he do?
I'd be shocked if he does anything other than just go straight for the pedestal. I guess Gina makes sense too.
Yeah, he hasn't checked it, Gina.
But after this. We're going to get to see Doomtap fight Argus, which should be fun.
Save and quit. Where are you going, Mentos?
2, 3, 4. He's not going to... No 0 cycle for Mentos.
Flute is out. Okay, this is it. So, is this the answer? We're about to find out.
Mentos, remembering which way to go in Lost Woods. I sometimes forget it. Place is a maze.
Here's the blind pull. There it is, Quake
Oh,
Medallion.
yeah.
But that's not go mode for Mentos. He needs the Ice Rod from the Ether Tablet.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate. He might last location that ether tablet.
As long as he goes to as long as he goes to Turtle Rock via Ether Tablet, he'll be fine. But he needs to hope for a quick mire. But Doomtap's not far behind. And if Doomtap is going straight for pedestal after this, he'll be in good shape. But Doomtap's also still got
really good shape.
Well, let's see. Does he go to Landmolas? He's got a couple spots isolated still, but he is going to go for Landmolas. So he is thinking pedestal as well.
Not the cleanest of Mire 2s from Mentosman. But he gets the job done.
Doomtap does have a couple other options. I don't think... Oh, he did Spike Cave. He actually, the only other option, he had an item left in Swamp. He didn't go back in for left side. He also has an item in Eastern that he left behind. And it's not going to be a Godmire, I think. Well, actually, it could still be. I think a big key can be in one of these chests. Usually one of these two has to be a small key, though. Yeah, so this is not a Godmire, so that's going to help Mentos out a bit, too. Doomtap on his Landmolas fights. So Doomtap has his third pendant. What is he gonna do? He's going for the pedestal. Doomtap is about a minute away from go mode. Or wait, he's not. Or wait, is he faking us out? Okay, that was a fake out. I thought he was
a different way.
I thought he was going to I don't think he's done Graveyard Ledge. I was thinking that he might be thinking that.
It's just a scenic route, that's all it is.
But Doomtap pulls the ped. There's his Quake. Doomtap's in go mode. Ice Rod is on Ether Tablets. Mentos needs that for his go mode. If he goes straight there after this, he'll be in good shape. Big Key is in his vanilla chest, so this is no way a Godmire.
This is the opposite of a Godmire.
So Doomtap won't be able to get much time. I think it was a small key in the one chest, so he'll know where the big key is. But Mentos is gonna full clear this dungeon.
Doomtap is getting bullied. That bird is mean.
And Mentos on his way to Vitreous with silver arrows. This will be a very easy fight.
Yeah, the silver arrow Vitreous is pretty much the freest thing you could ever possibly do. It's that easy.
Mentos trying to set up for the spooky action glitch. Yeah, at this point, Doomtap definitely has a lead. I'm not sure how big the lead is, but he definitely has it. Because Mentos has to do Turtle Rock. He'll get to skip a couple things, but he might get to skip Laser Bridge. He won't do Mimic Cave. He'll have a faster Turtle Rock, but he'll definitely be behind Doomtap. And that's assuming he goes straight from Meyer to Ether Tablets.
Mentos's Meyer Rod was defective.
Okay, it was not it was not a small key in that chest. Therefore, you don't have an indicator that the big key is in its vanilla spots. So Doomtap is going to clear every chest before going to that vanilla spot. Mentos has Vitreous down. So for Mentos to stay alive, he needs to go straight to Ether Tablet.
Vitreous was just annihilated. Just destroyed. Incinerated. Mouse trapped.
So Mentos is starting on the mountain. Let's see a mirror. Oh! This is not good. Okay, good. He was just using that for spin speed. He freaked us all out there, but he's going for the Ether Tablet. He's about to hit go mode. Mentos is in go mode. I think Doomtap has the lead, but this is within the realm of a GT route.
Yeah, Mentos is going to have to go fast. Gotta go fast.
Like I said, Mentos will have a few advantages here. He's already opened it, so he can go straight in. He's already done one chest in here. He also does not have to do Mimic Cave. He might be able to skip Laser Bridge. Because the vanilla big key chest did not have a small key.
It takes about a minute 15 to climb the mountain and get to Cannon's Tower. If I remember it right. I could be remembering that wrong.
Doomtap about to get to the Vitreous fight. Silver arrows, this will be just as easy. He's not even using the silver arrows, he's going NMG.
Yeah, I gotta get that practice in.
Seventh crystal for Doomtap. So, Doomtap on his way up to GT. You want to talk about our game, Unfit?
Nah, you got this.
22 chests in Ganon's Tower. One chest has the GT Biggie. Get your guess in chat, 1 to 22, where you think it's going to be. Pretty much every number is probably taken by now, but you can still get your guess in and maybe get a participation prize if you win. Or
Yeah,
if you're right.
Anybody who guesses anything other than 22 is doing it wrong.
So Doomtap definitely is going to get in there first. How big his lead is going to be, we won't know until Mentos gets there. Mentos is going to grab the small key here. He'll leave that chest behind for sure.
It's actually not that large of a lead. It's about half Turtle Rock. Which is like maybe 3 minutes.
Ooh, Mentos didn't get the spin he was hoping for there. Not going to hurt him too badly, though. So let's watch Doomtap's transition here. About 134.31. I'd say it's probably a 2 to 3 minute lead right now, depending on what Mentos still needs to do. And so Mentos will get to avoid Laser Bridge, because the next chest has a small key. Right, Doomtap is in GT.
Hour 35:03.
Small key chest 1, small key chest 2. What's on the torch? Small key. Mentos has a small key. He does not need to go on Laser Bridge. He'll go straight to Trinex. There's Burna. A heart container. Another heart container. I didn't see what was in that last one, but it was not the big key.
Yeah. Some minor frame losses here.
There's chest 8. Mentos on Trinex.
And that Ice Head. Or Fire. Yeah, Ice Head. Has some dodging skills.
Trinex down. He's going to be about 2.5 minutes behind. There's chest 9 on Doomtap's side. Just 50 rupees. Mentos' best hope right now might be to go full right and have the GT big key on the right. Chest 10. Piece of heart. 11 bombs. 12 rupees. 13 rupees. Full right might work out for Mentos if he does it. There's still chests that could give it to Doomtap still.
Doesn't necessarily have to do full right. Each needs to do the right room.
Yeah, but there's still 4 more chests that would give it. That would still be good for Doomtap.
Maybe a 50-50.
14's bombs. We're going to Ice Armos. Mentos starting his checks. Will he go full right? He is. Or he's at least going to the compass room. Is it behind Ice Armos? 15 rupees. 16 bombs. 17. Bombs. Mentos might have a lead if it's in Compass Room.
Doomtap is gonna make up time with execution, I think. I assume so. So this
If
could be
it's-
really close.
If it's in Compass Room, Mentos has the lead. If it's in Tile Room, Doomtap has the lead. Remember, we're gonna go by Doomtap's count for the game. 10 arrows. 20 rupees. 20 rupees. It's in Tile Room.
So I told you guys, anybody who didn't guess 22 is doing it wrong.
So Doomtap has a clear lead here. He's just got to do Tile Room to get his big key. So Doomtap is doing Tile Room. Just has to survive it to get his big key.
Maybe if he gets wall mastered about 18 different times here, Mentos will take the lead. The dodging skills.
The one thing I kind of wonder is we got 3 keys basically available right away in GT. I don't know if that really meant anything. Some runners might say it would, but I can't say for sure. But there's the big key, chest 22.
I think slightly it just decreases the chance that a small key is in Tile Room, which subsequently increases the chance that a big key is. I don't know logic though.
So there's our winner of the guessing game. Patamon gets the 43 points. We only had a couple people guess 22? Seems low.
That's because I told him to guess 22. I'm telling you, it's because I told everybody to guess 22.
It might be. Doomtap does have to be a little careful down to a heart and a half. He does have... Well, he has a fairy, never mind. But he uses the blue potion at a nice moment there.
Oh, maybe if he has another one and uses it like right as he's transitioning between rooms. Hey, Mentos will take the lead at that point.
Doomtap just has a gauntlet climb to do. It's all execution the rest of the way.
Yeah, he's just gonna destroy the gauntlet. Yeah, he's destroying the gauntlet. Making it look easy. Kissing that horse head. I think that's what you call those things.
Mentos about to get the bad news. It's in Tile Room.
Making it look easy against Simolas too. Oh, Bo Wizrobe strats. Don't see those too often.
And this has definitely been a race to remember. A Ped Seed. I mean, this race basically back and forth. All the sequence breaks it took to get to this point. Technically, we're still not fully in logic on either runner's side, but we're at least at a point where you're comfortable with being out of logic. Mentos has his big key, but he's a couple minutes behind now.
He's pretty much a whole GT climb behind.
It's definitely not over, but I mean, Doomtap's got a pretty big lead on execution. By the way, I think we gotta assume at this point that the gold sword is in one of these 4 chests up here. I'm interested to see what their collection rates are gonna be.
Doomtap is not interested in carrying around these bombs. They're too heavy.
Moldorm 2's down. Not checking any chests.
Nothing he can need. Or even want.
Like I said, probably Gold Sword was in one of the 4 chests up here, but or it could have also been the GT big chest. But yeah, that's the only other thing that'd be of interest to the runners anyway. But here's Aga 2 for Doomtap. A nice triple.
Very, very nice. Hardest fight in the game.
And that's another triple.
He just destroyed.
I think he's
his agonometry test.
He's excited for that. You can tell by the way he's moving there. Answer a quick question, chat. Gold would not save time if you can do a 1-in-1 in the first 2 phases.
Gold is easier, but not faster.
Doomtap falling into the Ganon fights.
Ganon's just getting destroyed here. I think Doomtap has done this a few times before.
Yeah. Already in phase 3. Ganon teleports not being kind, but both runners will get the same teleports. And here we are into phase 4. Silver arrows. This will be very simple. Just one more arrow, and oh, actually one more, I guess.
Those slashes don't quite count for enough damage.
And Ganon is down.
Yeah, he got barbecued pretty hard there.
And Doomtap officially finishes first place with a time of 1 hour, 46 minutes, and 59 seconds.
For what, it's pretty much a full clear. That's a very, very good time.
Meanwhile, we've got Mentos starting his Aga 2 fights. Oh, only 1 on the first phase there. Got a 2 there.
This fight's not fair. Send this game back to Nintendo. Have them fix the fight.
So, actually, we did get confirmation from Doomtap in chat. He will not actually be joining us, unfortunately. He's just having some internet issues, so he can't do an interview right now.
Understandable.
He might join us in chat, so check a chat. He might be down there if you want to ask him some questions. But we got Mentos on his Ganon fights.
Nice 1-1. He's getting his teleports.
Yep, same teleports that Doomtap got. And now we're going into phase 3. Or not, phase 4.
Double setup right here, I think. Yeah. Oh, he's gonna get a nice clean double-double.
Very nice fight for Mentos as he's about to finish.
That was very, very clean.
Just has to cross the bridge. And officially finishes at the time of 1 hour, 49 minutes, and 47 seconds. So just under a 3-minute difference in this race.
They ended up being pretty close, all things considered.
And we are now joined by Mentosman here. GG.
Hello, and I know Doomtap's not in here, but GG Doom. That was fun.
Hey, Mentos, did you like that bow placement?
I was okay with it.
Which one?
Both of them, but the pyramid one was kind of nice since I got flippers and said, let's go swamp, and then came back and stopped the pyramid on the way to pod. I like that.
Okay, good answer, good answer.
So let's start back towards the start of the race, and the sequence breaks in this one between both you and Doomtap were pretty big.
Yeah, I got those mitts off Hobo super early and was like, flippers are somewhere, but swamp's dependent. Surely I don't need them, so I'll just ignore it for now. That was a bad decision.
I mean, we were thinking when he went in the swamp at first, it was like, oh man, this is a big time sink, and then, yeah.
It very nearly was.
Yeah, it was the only dungeon I could full clear, and I'm like, well, 6 items here versus possibly double dipping Eastern or Pod. Let's go with Swamp.
Now, just to give you some insight into what Doomtap did, he did some different sequence breaks that still were big. He decided to go to Eastern Death Mountain via a fairy revival hover.
Nice.
Yep. It's pretty sweet. I'd honestly watch the game back. That was a great match.
Yeah. And then, of course, he was the first to fake powder for his fire rod, which was locked behind 3 to 4 layers of checks. I think it was, we in the end decided it was Cape in Swamp, to the powder at Bumper Cave, to the fire rods at Magic Bat, which also, of course, led to the flute at in the back of Skull, which then led to the book to the ice rod.
It was so dumb, and I loved it so much.
I mean, we were just sitting here like wondering where things were, and it was just like, I mean,
It was hard to keep up.
Just like coming down to what it did, like coming down to a pedestal seed. I mean, once you got to that point, were you just like, okay, I'm just going for pedestal because I really have nothing else to do?
I had other stuff to do. I just didn't want to do it. Desert was right there, so I did that. I'd already done Swamp, obviously. I did Eastern because, well, Pod was empty. So at a certain point, it was just like, well, I can do Catfish, Bombo's Tablet, or Pedestal. Which one do I want to do?
Always bed. It's speed gaming. Gotta please the chat.
You gotta shout out my favorite moment of that whole seed, where I was trying to get the right side pod hover and screwed it up like 4 times, but somehow never fell.
You know,
that was cool. That was cooler than if you had just like done it with ease. Just like first try. Just over there, right pixels, everything.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there was a moment that really changed between you two overall. I mean, obviously, you always look in a seed like this, you always can find little things that you did wrong. I don't think there was any one big move that, in the end, hurt or helped either of you.
In terms of routing, I'm really happy with how this played out, but there were definitely some noticeable moments in my execution that are not what I expect from myself. And there was that time where I walked back and forth through like 7 screen transitions, forgetting where I was going. So yeah, I lost this one for myself for sure. I could have been a lot closer if I was a little bit closer to what I expect from myself, but you can't be good all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, definitely. So according to at least Rick in chat, this is your first tournament loss for this one?
It is. After 5-0 to start, there's my first loss tonight.
First and last.
You do know who my opponent would be, even if I survive Doomtap here, right? It's Banta.
You got this. Yeah, we do see a collection rate on Doomtap side of 183. We haven't seen Mentos's yet. Yeah, we basically saw everything except maybe a couple heart containers / pieces, and the gold sword, which I think at this point we're assuming was in one of the 5 chests neither of you checked in GT.
That makes sense. I assume Doom probably did Catfish and Pyramid Fairy and Bombo's Tablet.
He did.
Okay, I kind of thought as much, because I know my collection rate is slightly lower, and that would take care of most of it.
I think you did left side swamp and the eastern big key chest. I think Doomtap skipped that.
Yeah, Doomtap did skip both of those. Which we were wondering if that was going to come back to bite him. It did not. That chest in eastern only had rupees.
Yeah, I think this was the longest I've seen a seed go with just no progression happening. Just, I'm doing things, but nothing is happening.
Yeah. We were rooting for a close seed at the end there. I mean, if the GT Big Key had been right side in the compass room, that would have been an incredible finish to that race.
Yeah, that would have been insane.
The best part was I was joking with myself about, let's just do tile room. You know, Doom's got an execution advantage. I played sloppy. Let's do tile room. And I'll never actually make that gamble, but when it was there, I was like, the joke was right.
Yeah, in a race like this, you'd never make that decision. I mean, unless you really felt behind for some reason. But yeah, you would. That's obviously the right reason or the right decision to almost always skip that. But you guys don't even get much time to rest. Like, you get 10 hours, if that, and then you're right into your next race.
Yep, we're getting these first 2 done pretty quick. If we got a game 3, we got to work out when that'll be. But the first 2 at least will be pretty quick.
Yeah, you're basically the sunrise game over in Europe. Well, I guess maybe not quite sunrise over there. Maybe more like, I don't know, twilight game. Trying to think, what's the word for like right before sunrise?
I can't think of it out, to be honest with you.
Right before sunrise. I don't care if it's more than one word.
I actually try to search Twilight, and I just get some results on a movie. I don't want that. But yeah, you guys are going to be going to. I guess actually, I just looked it up in the dictionary. I guess Twilight could apply to like very early morning as well. So, but yeah, you guys have day 2 or game 2 coming up tomorrow. You're gonna get to make your decision on what mode you want to do. Have you decided what your change you're gonna make?
I'm kind of back and forth right now between Sword Assured just to have a sword the whole time versus 6-6 because that's very interesting mode to me.
It seems like whoever picks 6-6 ends up losing. I don't know if that's just confirmation bias, but it seems like that's the case.
Does seem to have happened several times this tournament.
Chad's trying to help me here. They're saying dawn or pre-dawn. But I guess that works. And your next race will be, I guess, around traditional tea time, like 4 o'clock in Europe. But yeah, so Assured Sword or 6-6. But yeah, we'll be seeing that tomorrow. Your race is already scheduled. Looks like you'll be on SG4 tomorrow with Hammerbrew and Spyweaver on the call.
That's kind of a wrap up on my end. Just a quick thank you to you two for doing the commentary. I'm sure with you guys on crew, it's going to be real fun to watch back, even aside from the race itself. And thanks for the tracking restream. It was short notice because of the situation around this match. And things got thrown together, and I appreciate it a lot.
Yep,
It's been fun.
Yep, thank you for racing with us. Go get some sleep. And actually, you're like an overnight guy, aren't you?
That I am. I'll probably still nap, but not sleep.
Fair enough.
Glorious naps.
Yeah, get some rest. Get ready for your next match. Clear your mind a bit. But yeah, GG again. Yeah, with that, we are done with races for tonight. We are starting bright and early tomorrow, or later today if you're in Europe. 9:20 a.m. Eastern. We've got Weighty Words and Faraime. Or Faraime, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm sorry.
I'm sure.
But they'll be on SG1, or just regular speed gaming. Marjovic and Tracy M there on the call. And they'll be doing a double header. Their second game scheduled right at 11:20.
You do not want to miss that match. Those matches.
Yeah. And then looking a little later in the day, looking a little later in the day, we have a game 3 between Christos Owen and Yoshi. And also a game between Ase 101 and Yagamoth.
Good matches, good matches.
Looking at what else we got in the speed gaming schedule. There's a lot of tournaments going on in the speed gaming networks right now. What else? We have Super Mario World tournament. No Star World. I don't know what the other part of that is, but it's a Super Mario World tournament. We got a couple of those matches tomorrow. We got Super Mario Sunshine, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. We got the Mario Maker 2 Weekly, Minish Cap Randomizer Weekly. Okay, the chat clarifies. No Cape, no Star World. Which is interesting. I guess that makes it for a much cleaner experience. Yeah, there's plenty more going on on the Speed Gaming Network, so definitely check that out. Make sure to give Speed Gaming's 1 through 6 a follow, as well as ALTTP Randomizer 1 through 5. But yeah, let's wrap up here for tonight. Thanks to Yoinker's wife for checking for us and keeping us in line with some of the things we forgot. And thanks to Unfit for joining me here.
It's been a pleasure. Also, follow everybody except me. Just follow JP, Mentos, Yoinker's wife, and Doomtap. Follow those guys.
Yeah, I think with that, we will wrap up for tonight. Have a good night, good day, wherever you are. And we will see you back here later for some more ALTTP Randomizer.
See ya.